Hello, so welcome to Serena Tarot. This is your pick a card reading for the eclipse coming up on the 4th and 5th of July. So this is basically a pick a card reading to see what the eclipse will be bringing you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple of the zodiac signs to see where it is affecting in which house from your moon rising star, and we'll do a 20-second meditation for you to meditate on the crystals to make your choice. I'm going to be shuffling on deck, so I haven't pre-shuffled the cards, so you can jump straight ahead. And sorry for the delay in this one. I did do a whole reading on Saturday and it all went messed up because of Mercury retrograde. So if you don't want to do the meditation or find out about your rising star and how the eclipse is affecting you, just jump to this timestamps below to find out your reading, to see how the eclipse is going to be affecting you on the 4th or 5th, mainly the 5th of July 2020. So before we get started, I just want to go through a couple of things as well. If you like what you hear, please do like and subscribe and press the notification button so you can see more when I upload more. And thank you for joining me in this. If you've never done this before, it's interactive. So basically you pick a choice and then you go to the description below and you press on the timestamp, and then it basically tells you your messages. So for the full moon eclipse in Capricorn, is going to be affecting different people in different ways. So I'm just going to go through the signs. So this will be where your rising sign is. Okay, so check that on your zodiac, or you can. It's very easy on Google to find out from your natal chart. Okay, so if you are an Aries, the eclipse is going to be affecting on your 10th house, which is career and ambitions. Okay, and your reputation. If you're Taurus, if your rising sign is Taurus, this is going to be affecting you on your 9th house of study, travel, religion, teaching, spirituality. If you're Gemini, this will be affecting your 8th house, which is all to do with kind of joint finances and credit cards, debts, anything perhaps you consider taboo, inheritance, transformation. If your rising sign is Cancer, this is going to be affecting you on your 7th house, which is your lovers, spouse, your ex or your enemies, any sort of partner or business partnerships, cooperation, competition, that sort of thing. If your rising sign is Leo, the eclipse will be affecting you in your 6th house, which is daily routines, including work, your health, and your sense of duty. If your rising sign is Virgo, the eclipse is going to be affecting your 5th house, which is all to do with romance, creativity, pursuit of pleasure, love affairs, children, yours or somebody else's. And if your rising sign is Libra, it's going to be affecting your 4th house, which is home and family and everything domestic, where you belong, your sense of past, that sort of thing. If your rising sign is Scorpio, the eclipse will be affecting you in your 3rd house, which is all to do with communication, siblings, neighbors, quick trips, early learning and education. If your rising sign is Sagittarius, this is going to be affecting your 2nd house, which is all to do with money and property and possessions, values, and how you value yourself. If your rising sign is Capricorn, this will be affecting your 1st house because it is in Capricorn. Okay, this will be affecting you in terms of your appearance, your image, your self-identity, and how you come across to others. If your rising sign is Aquarius, this will affect you in your 12th house, which is all to do with your fears or your spirituality, dreams, everything kind of behind the secret veil. So secret, hidden enemies. This is quite a deep and dark, sensitive part of the chart. And if your rising sign is Pisces, this will be affecting you in your 11th house. And that's all to do with friends, network, social circles, hopes and wishes. Okay, so that's just a little bit more information about the eclipse for you. And then what you do is you take this, this reading and you apply it like that too. So for a 20-second meditation to help you choose which crystal, we've got 3 crystals I am going to be shuffling on screen. The first one is Tiger's Eye. Okay. The second one is Clear Quartz. The third one is Lapis Lazuli. Okay, and I'll do 20 seconds of meditation just to breathe with me and try and see if you feel which crystal you most feel drawn to. So we'll begin now. So if you've chosen your crystal, what I need you to do is just go down to the timestamp below to find your reading. Okay, we'll start with number 1, which is Tiger's Eye. Now this is usually for the solar plexus chakra, so it'll be interesting to see what we get. Okay, we'll start with the Sacred Destiny card. Just get your overall energy of how this eclipse is going to be affecting you. Take jumpers out the pack, so I'm not going to cut the deck. I like to see what comes out. Oh, that I had 2 come out, so we'll take the 2. We have flow. See how the moon is quite strong there, and of course it is full moon in Capricorn eclipse that's coming up. Okay, we'll see if the moon card comes up in your reading. And then we have action. This feels like quite a volatile, quite a action-packed. There's a lot of drama in the clouds as well. Let's see what else we have for you. And I'm going to take a Moonology card as we're dealing with the eclipse. And there we have new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Feels like something that's been hidden from you is going to be coming full force, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Let's just take an oracle card for you as well. No, I need to get this one rather. Okay. Thank you. Star Ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Right, so you're definitely being encouraged to take action in a gentle way without resistance. Okay, and look a little bit deep into the situation. Let us see what else we can get. One of these. Excuse the noise if you can hear the neighbours. This one which jumped up, and we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? Right. Okay, so we're going to get a few cards from the Good Tarot. We'll go for 3 and then we'll clarify with the Gilded. Number 1, Tiger's Eye. Just 3 cards, please. Some guidance, advice, and foresight for those who chose Tiger's Eye, group number 1. How the Moon Eclipse is going to be affecting them. I knew the moon card would come out. Okay. Then we've got the 7 of Air. Okay. And if I could just have one more, please. Just one more, please. 7 of Air is usually the 7 of Swords. Now this is quite time consuming to shuffle on deck, so on camera, so you can always fast forward if you like. But I feel like this needs to happen today rather than me pre-shuffling. I've got too many over there. Let's try that again. Just one, please, Spirit. Just one. Oh, well, the world wants to jump out over there, so we'll take that. Okay. There we go. Okay, we're going to clarify with the gilded. Okay, so the eclipse, what the eclipse I'm immediately seeing at the moment with the eclipse, what's happening with you, is you definitely have, you start off the eclipse of things being very quite foggy. You're not sure what's going on. Things are kind of hidden from you. I feel perhaps that there's secrets. There's a sense of illusion, a sense of kind of perhaps even... I'm feeling that you are feeling quite emotional, and it's a last sort of release before you can begin to take action on the situation. You definitely have the end of a cycle coming up, and luck will be on your side when this happens. But I feel at the moment you still need to. Thank you. Okay, so you have a decision you need to make starting the eclipse, or at the time of the eclipse. You are feeling quite emotionally. I mean, we are in Cancer season now as well, so you're feeling quite emotionally drained with this sort of, it could be a stalemate situation. It could be something where you're feeling like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, but you're all up in your head. But I'm also feeling the current, that because we've got the moon card here twice, in two different cards. One's flow and one is moon, and then after flow we've got action, which with this great big wave coming in. So that represents, water represents emotion. So I'm feeling the burden of emotions that is making, which is basically clouding your judgment with the decision that you need to make. Let's see what else we can get. What else do we have, please, for the moon card, please? What else do we have for the moon card, please? Great guides and masters. I feel like you really need to take some time out as well, just to allow this to flow. Yes, we've got the devil card over here. So we definitely have a sense of either feeling a bit burdened by either this could be a toxic relationship, or this could be addictions of some sort. But I'm feeling there is some sort of decision that needs to be made, and I feel like you're feeling like you're unable to make this decision because you are caught up in the old patterns. Okay, there's something that's been holding you back. You're feeling quite bound by, and I feel like it could be more of a type of relationship where your head is trying to tell you to sort of move on and make a firm decision that is right for you. I feel like you might be still pulled in to this old toxic either relationship or old habit. This could even be a sense of feeling, I'm just feeling really weighed down. It's like you got a ball and chain around you, and that is either a pattern, a sort of a habit that you have, a bad habits in terms of either a low vibrational negative self-talk, self-doubt, issues to do with self-worth, and it could be, I'm feeling as well that this could be someone in your life that is having that effect on you. So you're wanting to break free of that, but it's like it's reaching a climax on this full moon eclipse. Now full moons are all about, reaching a climax and needing to release something. So it reaches a climax and then it's go. And I feel because this is an eclipse, it's a very, very powerful eclipse, especially in Capricorn. And of course, this is a Capricorn card right here. So obviously, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but I really don't like mentioning zodiac signs with cards because I find it just throws people off. But you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it's definitely that Capricorn energy of like Capricorn, which rules timing as well, and regulations and doing things and hard work the hard way. I feel like you're a bit torn with that in terms of how it is affecting you and impacting you negatively. So it could be that you have this dream that you want to go for, this aspiration, this goal, this new venture you want to, or even new relationship you want to take charge of. But I feel like this Capricorn energy is like pulling you down, and you need to reassess that. You need to make this decision, because I see you feeling very torn, but I feel like what's really going on is that you've got these old habits or this old relationships, in terms of, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner. This could be a family member, this could be a friendship, this could be a work colleague. It's those sorts of relationships. I feel like that has been dragging you down, and it reaches a bit of a climax on the time of the eclipse. What else do we have, please, for the moon card? Yeah, Tower moment. Okay, Tower moment. Then we've got Four of Wands, and then we've got, I'm not doing reversals, and then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so basically what I can tell you with this is, as the eclipse comes into action, as I explained before, you're feeling torn, you feel like you can't make a decision, and you feel pulled down, weighed down, bound down by this either sense of responsibility in terms of relationship, or by old habits that'll just keep pulling you down. And what's coming in, the Spirit's coming in, and it's going to change it up for you. So because you are stuck here in this situation of not going left or right or anyway, Spirit is coming in and going, okay, well, if you don't do it, we're going to do it for you. Here's the eclipse. This is the opportunity to do it, and it needs to happen. It needs to happen. So I feel like there was a lot of self-doubt here. There's a lot of issues to do with self-worth, having the confidence to really jump forward into the next step, okay, to find your happiness. Because what's happening over here is the Tower comes down, boom, everything happens unexpectedly. Now, some people find this quite a scary card. I find it quite a nice card, because the Tower doesn't come down unless it's been built on false foundations, okay? And followed by the Tower. So it could either be something that is completely unexpected, that you didn't see coming, okay? Or it could literally be that you experience a lot of upheaval. Something comes out, something comes crashing. So maybe there is where something might have been a bit hidden from you or secretive, especially with the Moon card and this flow of energy. It's coming in full force, and it will be revealed to you. And then we have the Four of Wands. So you are walking, the Tower moment allows for you to walk into your happiness. Four of Wands is all about structure. It's all about happiness, happy home, happy lifestyle, things that have a bit of a solid foundation. So to go from a tower moment into solid foundation is very, very promising. So it's going to happen for you. So if you are stuck between making this decision and how to release this toxic energy that's surrounding you, the Tower's coming in and sorting it out for you. And then we've got the King of Wands. And I feel like in some cases, of course, you know, the King of Wands could be a core card. It could be another person in your life. Now, obviously, it could be another person, but I feel like this is you. That Tower moment happens, and you are now standing in this entrepreneurial power. You are taking lead. You are taking charge of your finances. You're taking charge of your passions. This the King knows how to. He's very charming. He's got this energy in the fire of his belly, and of course, you did choose the tiger's eye, which is solar plexus chakra, okay, which is all to do with motivation, confidence, self-esteem, that sort of thing. And I see you rising up into that. So that is a major change that's happening for you. You're stepping into your power. You're stepping into your leadership roles, okay? Now, this could either be taking lead in a work venture or property. I don't know why property just fell out there. I suppose because we've got the Four of Wands. So it could be something to do with your property that's coming up, that you're taking the lead in, you're taking charge of, but you're really going to start standing in your power, and you're not going to take any bullshit, okay? Let us see what is happening with the Seven of Air, because I see this sort of departure, or this something's happening with this Seven of Air, where something is, there's a departure of some sort, but it might be undetected departure, okay? Or it could be that something, there's something, thank you, beneath the surface we don't know. So we've got exactly the same card here. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is the equivalent of Seven of Air, okay? So we've got, we're getting confirmations here. We're getting double cards of that. We've also got the Moon, which I thought would come up after the flow. So this is definitely something that is affecting you. Tell me more, please, about the Seven of Air. You have a look over here. Now, this could obviously be someone that's running away and departing, okay? He's taking five of the seven swords, and he's making a dash forward. He looks a bit sneaky. He's left two on the floor in his rush, okay? Now, this could be someone around you that's being a little bit sneaky. It could be you that's trying to leave or leave undetected. The worst side of this card would be that there's an element of betrayal somewhere. But I need to get more cards to sort of see where this is going, because obviously this is a general reading, but there's definitely an element of someone's walking away. Someone's walking away after this Tower moment happens. They're like, you know what, I've had enough. I'm walking away. I'm taking action. What else do we have for the Seven of Air, please? Can you clarify the Seven of Air, please? Thank you. Wow. Nine of Pentacles, okay. Then we have, oh my goodness, then we have the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Woo-wee, this is amazing. So someone's leaving a situation, and I feel like it could be you. I feel like this Tower moment, I think perhaps you start off the eclipse and you're not sure whether to stay or whether to go. And then because this toxicity is holding, it's pulling you down. Tower comes in and sorts it out in order to find your stability and your success and a happy lifestyle, and you take the lead in that. And then we've got two departures over here, so it feels like you're off. Now, I'm not sure whether this could be leaving a work situation, leaving a partner situation, leaving home for some reason, but it's leaving. You're leaving. You're taking action. You're absolutely taking action, and you want to like go like it was yesterday. But the beautiful part of it is that this is your wish fulfillment, okay? Nine of Cups, the celebration, and you going out on your own. So this is independence. This is solo, having the wisdom, having resources behind you that is not only practical, but it's also wisdom, okay? And it's also a sense of foresight over there. And then we've got this ace, the Six of Pentacles, which is all about harmonious give and take. And it could be that you're getting a gift from someone. It could be, you know, some money coming in, or could be having, finding more of that give and take. I'm feeling more like this is, obviously this is a general reading, so I have to be careful, but it feels more to do with leaving a certain relationship or partnership and going out on your own. Now, it could be a relationship in terms of a romantic relationship, but it could also mean a business relation and going solo. And you going solo, you're taking the lead with this King of Wands energy, taking the lead, and you're excited about this. This is giving you all this action-filled energy, okay? This is amazing. You're taking the action, and it's exciting. You don't know where it's going to go, but luck is on your side, okay? So you are well looked after. The only thing I would say is that you would still need to, I still feel like you might need to review the situation a little bit more. You need to look a little deeper. I'm feeling with this card, especially with this Star Mother card coming up, I'm feeling that you really need to maybe doing a little bit of internal work in terms of when you're ready to leave a situation that is no longer serving you, and you the Tower moment allows you to leave. I feel that before you just jump off, really look inside, really try and identify where perhaps you had certain pattern. Maybe you're a type of person who enables toxic relationships. I mean, when we go through these situations, often without realizing, because of how we've been conditioned or how we were brought up or other relationships in the past, we can sometimes fall on the same sort of patterns. in terms of we could be enabling bad behavior, okay, codependency, that sort of thing. And so I would say that before you make this grand leap departure, which is a good thing, it's definitely working for you and it is favored, which is amazing. I would say that just give yourself a little bit of love, a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of TLC, and really try and identify before you jump into another situation. I don't see you jumping into another situation with another partnership, by the way. I just feel like you need to really look deep into the situation. So perhaps you're looking deep into the situation here where this Two of Swords comes in. It could also be, I just have to say it because it is out here in the cards here, that there could be an element of, I get the focus right there, sorry about that. There could be that perhaps this toxic situation that you've been sort of at the back of your mind intuitively knowing that something's going on, and then it is revealed to you that someone has not been faithful or has betrayed you in that respect, and that gives you the impetus, the Tower moment to push on. Just because of how the cards are laid out, that could be for some of you, not for most, but for one or two of you probably. Okay, the World card. What's going on with the World card, please? Why is the World card here, please? Why is the World card here, please? Thank you. Ace of Swords. You are seeing the truth. You are seeing the clarity. You're finally understanding. You're seeing the picture for you're seeing things for what they truly are. Yeah, this is like the truth serum gun. This is a new beginning, but this is starting off. And the World card is all about the end of a cycle, end of a major cycle, beginning of a new. Okay, so we've got these two cards coming up over here for you, and that is beautiful. I love to see the Ace of Swords by the World, because you see things clearly for the first time majors. And with you starting the eclipse all foggy, all cloudy, you kind of don't know where you're going, what you're doing, and then all of a sudden these things happen, and this stuff is happening really quickly. There's a lot of speed that comes with the Tower. There's a lot of speed that comes with Seven of Swords, and certainly a lot of speed that comes with the Ace of Swords. And then we've got, from this flow, we've got this action. So it's almost as if the the calm still waters of this flow all of a sudden erupts into this really volatile wave, just pushing it out. Okay, so action is definitely happening for you. If you've been feeling stagnant or stuck, it's all changing for you. It's all changing. What else do we have, please, for the World? What else do we have for the World, please? For group number 1. Oh, that's too many. Thank you. Okay, we've got the Five of Pentacles. The Moon card again. I mean, really, we've got the Moon card now 3 times. We've got the King of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. My goodness. Okay, so starting off on the Five of Pentacles, right? This is that kind of poverty card. That's that feeling left out in the cold. Maybe finances aren't going very, very well. Of the 4 cards clarifying the World, we've got this, and we end off with the Ten of Pentacles, which is long-term financial security. Now, this could either be money coming in terms of inheritance. I have to say that because it is the inheritance card, but it also is about long-term wealth. And I feel like what's happening over here is a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles energy is all about looking at your long-term wealth and investments, okay? Looking at your long-term stability, being able to be in charge of where your finances go, where you're living, how you're going to be living long-term. So if this is not someone around you that's going to be helping you, it could be sort of an earth sign, very practical, down-to-earth person who knows how to basically understands the 3D realm, the physical earth plane, and he can manifest. He's able to manifest the Ten of Pentacles. That's just him. You're starting off by feeling a bit of the pinch, but then we've got the Moon card here. So there is something that's still to be revealed to you, and it will only be revealed to you when you make this departure, when you decide, when you make this decision. Okay, everything is a little bit stagnant for you at the moment. Everything is a bit emotionally draining. It's pulling you down. This is at the time of the eclipse. And then it's all go, go, go. And where you have the World card over here, where a cycle is coming to the end, okay? You're about to embark on a new cycle, a new chapter in your life. But this cycle that you've been in, okay? This moon energy that you've been in, that's all coming to a close. You are releasing toxic behaviors around you. You are releasing toxic situations, relationships and habits, okay? And you're stepping into, and you're running like hell forward, and you're stepping into your power with the King of Wands and your sense of independence and security, going solo, saying no, this is what I can do. And by doing that and having the self-respect and by nurturing yourself and looking after yourself, which is essentially what you would be doing, how can you mother yourself? The best thing to ask in a situation when you feel stuck with the decision is to really pretend that your problems are either your child's problems, and if you don't have children, someone who you love, so a sibling, someone who you love. If they had the same situation, if they were in the same situation you are currently in now, what would you advise them? How would you look after them? And that is what you've got to do for yourself, because we've all got an inner child within us. So we have to mother ourselves. We have to look after and nurture ourselves. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, because once you do, the cycle comes to a close. You get the clarity. You're no longer in this area of not knowing how to handle a situation, not feeling a little bit stuck, not feeling blindfolded, things aren't clear for you. And then you take that leap, you move on, and you are celebrating, and then money comes in, but without you even realizing, because the moon card comes in. Okay, so if it's not money, it might just be a really good deal on somewhere else to live if you've decided to leave your residence, okay? Money is coming in with the moon card here. So things are not as they seem. You feel perhaps like you've stepped out into the unknown over here. You've taken that, in a way, a bit of a leap of faith, and you've got that. And you're feeling a bit stuck in the cold. Initially, you're feeling a bit, oh, shit, what have I done? But then the moon, things are not that clear. And then all of a sudden, we've got the King of Pentacles comes in and the Ten of Pentacles comes in. You didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming. But you had to have faith first. You had to stand up for yourself, look after yourself, be true to yourself in order for this all to flow. So let's just get one little angel card for you to see, just to end this reading off for you. I'm really excited for you because I feel like you're quite drained and things are going to start moving again. Can you freaking believe it? We've got moonlighting again. We've got moon 1, 2, 3, 4 times mentioned now. This is incredible. So the eclipse is going to be affecting you massively, okay? It's going to be huge for group number 1. It's going to be affecting you with regards to how you see yourself, how you feel. It's like I see this real kind of shift from that clouded self-worth image, feeling self-doubt and all that sort of stuff, and it's changing all into that va-va-voom, that real mojo, finding your mojo again. And also I think you're going to be having a lot of lucid dreams, a lot of vivid dreams around this time as well. So if you're into that sort of thing, writing down dream journals is a good idea. So moonlighting, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Okay, so if the other one would be that if you are if you're a bit stuck to actually, if you're stuck in a job situation and you're wanting to to take the risk by basically making your hobby your full-time job. You're sort of stuck. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Something's going to happen to force you into that. And then, as well as if that's not the case, it's more of leaving a sort of a resident situation or partnership, or family home, or job even, and you start out, you will be able to do a bit of work on the side before you gain your balance, okay? Before this this 10 of Pentacles and the stability, security does come in. But you will, it's going to happen for you. It's absolutely going to happen for you because you've taken that leap. So very, very exciting for you. I hope that you are excited, because I'm excited for you. Things are changing big time for you, and I wish you all the best, and I hope that you take care, and I'm sending you all my love and light. Bye. Okay, so group number 2, those who chose clear quartz crystal. This is your reading, right? So clear quartz crystal is an amazing crystal. It basically magnifies crystals around it. So whatever you're feeling, that will be magnified for you. I'm going to start the reading off with, I'm going to take jumpers out the pack. And as I said before, I'm not... I didn't pre-shuffle, so I'm just going to shuffle on deck rather, on camera rather. So, whatever you're feeling, whatever you've been going through, time for the eclipse, it is going to be magnified, which makes sense because eclipses are all about that, especially full moon releases, okay, in Capricorn. So let's get a Sacred Destiny card for you. What do we have for group number 2, please? Spirit guides, archangels, ascended beings. Would be beneficial. Oh, another. Oh, 3 cards. That's too many. Too many. Let's just have one, please. Just have one, maybe 2. But 3 is pushing it with all the cards, please. Thank you. Ooh la la, we have Gateway. Very exciting. I am actually tempted to take another. I think we need another. If this reading is going where I think it's going to be going. Can we have another one, please? Can we have another? Sorry about that. Just one more, please. Thank you. Delight. On my reading I did on Saturday, these two cards came up in one of the readings. So it makes me wonder, this message needed to be told. Right. Moonology card, as it's the eclipse. Let's see what we have for you. So I'm reading quite heavily. I feel there's quite a heavy energy around at the moment. And heavy not as in low vibrations, more as in big and divine. I feel a very thick, heavy energy around me. My ears are blocked. And my breath is a bit laboured. Let's see what we have here. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Good Lord, you guys are really going to be stepping into a whole new way of being, a whole new way of living, a whole new mindset. Gateways often are like portals to the next sort of, if you're very spiritual, it'd be the portal into more into another playing field, almost a new set of beliefs, a new set of understanding yourself within the world, and it's stepping into maybe getting more activations, light code activations. Maybe your if you do have any, well, we all have psychic and spiritual abilities, intuitive abilities. We just need to tap into it, but I feel like that is becoming a lot more stronger for you. Right, first we have that's too many. There's too many, please. Sorry. Can we just do one, please? One which will help my group number 2 clear quartz crystal. We'll take the 2. Okay, we'll take all 3 because they're so beautiful and they all wanted to come up. Okay, card number 1. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Start facing your true north, which is beautiful because it looks like you are. The way you can do that is to dance with life, okay? Do something to change your energy. So it could be that you have been a bit sort of stuck and stagnant recently. And then we've got Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. What was I saying about spirituality, hey? So you are definitely stepping into a new way of being, a new way of seeing yourself, and a new way of empowering yourself, okay? And I feel like this is going to be very strong for you because I feel like you've been doing quite a lot of work on yourself with regards to this, and you're stepping up. You're basically taking the next stage. The gateway. It's the portal. It's finding. It's going through a new sort of almost a new, not a realm. I mean that sounds so pompous, doesn't it? But it's a shift in energy, major shift in energy, which is affecting everything around you. The way you look at life, the way you look at yourself, your work, your relationships, all of that is shifting, and the eclipse is bringing you that. I feel like perhaps you've been feeling really stagnant recently, which is why the gateways come up. And you don't get the gateway unless you worked hard at it. But I feel like perhaps you've been working hard and waiting for, your ships to come in, basically. And perhaps you've been pulled down into a bit of a, oh, nothing's going to happen. Things are taking too long. Everything's a bit stagnant. And so they're saying to you, you're almost there. Keep going. Believe in the impossible, okay? You have quite a lot of abilities that you need to express here. You've got the priestess, mystic, and teacher, okay? So you are really tapping into your sort of your abilities, your spiritual abilities. You are really tapping into where you feel drawn to serve humanity and to serve yourself. All these things are really coming into it. And dance with life, do something to change your energy, and you're already doing it. I feel like you've been focusing and being a bit stuck in that, like, oh, I know what I want to do. I feel drawn to do something, but I don't know how to apply it practically. And I feel like perhaps you've been stuck in your head too much. Really what you need to do is you need to change your energy up, because being stuck in your head too much and being that sort of stagnant, or when things are going to happen, it can push you down back into the low vibrations, and you've already worked very hard to get up there. So you really need to start kind of doing things that really just lift your have fun, basically, because you're overanalyzing the situation. It's coming. Right, let us get 3 good tarot cards, please. Right, can we please have 3 cards for group number 2 clear quartz? 3 exactly, thank you. Right. The Magician. You see, you have manifested this. You've worked really hard at this. Major Arcana. Oh, we've got 4 here. 5 of water. Okay, so this is where you've been feeling a bit stuck, a bit spending a little bit too much time perhaps thinking about the past, and you are in the process of releasing the past, regrets, and you're making that shift. It's a bit hard work though. When you make that shift, you've got the Ace of Water. Now this is the Ace of Cups, so this is new love, new emotional fulfillment. This is a brand new beginning for you. This is that stepping into the portal. This is finding a new sense of self, that new real love for life that perhaps you haven't been feeling in a very long time. And then we've got the 10 of Fire, and where you have that last little bit. That's why I'm saying it's coming soon. You've got that last little bit to do. She's juggling all these pieces of paper that are up in flames, and they're in flames because she's releasing it. But all these areas in her life she's been juggling, and it's been tough. 10 in numerology boils down to a 1 again. So the 10 becomes the ending to begin the new, okay? So we've got something new begins and you're able to really let go and finish the final work that you have been doing. And because it's also fire, that sort of wand energy, that's now obviously this could be to do with work, but I feel like this is all sort of very, very spiritual. You're saying that no longer serves. I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. I'm letting you go, I'm letting you go, I'm letting you go. And it's a great big balancing act, but you're going to have that great new beginning. So you have worked hard. You've worked really, really hard. There will be an element of there might be a tendency to be pulled back into a bit of a low vibe every so often if you spend too much time thinking about the past. Try and do some meditation, or try and really start to have an awareness of where you can feel your thoughts tip into the past, things that have not worked out. Disappointments, and this could be major disappointments, even heartbreak. Okay, so really try and notice where you are slipping into those thought patterns, and as soon as you have the awareness of it, you can shift it, because when your thought patterns go there, it can be then fueled emotionally, and that could keep you a little bit backwards and forwards, but I see you moving on from that anyway. This is just what I'm saying, because in case because the Dance with Life card came up. So when you feel like you're being pulled down into some old, basically spending too much time looking at the past. For you, group number 2, it's all about onwards and upwards. You are moving forward, out of the things, out of the work that you've been doing. You're taking the next level. You're stepping into a whole new level. And we've got the Ace of Water, so brand new emotional abundance and beginnings happening for you. Why is the Magician here, please? Why is the Magician here, please? Thank you. The Hermit. So you've been really doing some inner work here. Introspection. Oh, shame. I can feel, I've got goosebumps. I can feel you, because I know what that's like. And sometimes you feel like, but I've done all the work. Nothing's happening. Well, I'm telling you, it's happening. Things are happening. Things are changing. You see? 3 of Cups, celebration, reunion, spending time. You will have reason to celebrate, and this is all on an emotional level here. This is all feeding your heart and your heart chakra. I almost did a rose quartz crystal, and I think if I had done a rose quartz crystal, you would have chosen that. Then we've got the Hangman, so feeling that element of I feel like this feels more a bit of a stuck situation. Often the Hangman is about sort of changing his perspective and seeing things from a different way, which of course would come in, again, another major arcana, which would of course come in, because that Hermit, that introspection, is about changing the way you see things, really challenging yourself and your belief systems and your habits about how you look at things, and changing it up. So it's a combination of that, but it's also a combination of like, well, I'm still feel like there's an element where I still a feeling of waiting, waiting, because as soon as you spend too much time and you feel like slightly impatient that you're waiting, that's when you have the tendency, or that's when people have the tendency to really kind of start to reflect on things that haven't worked out for them, and you can easily slip into a low vibe, disappointment, or a bit of sadness. What else do we have, please, for the Magician here? Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, so really, Judgment card, major arcana. This is resurrection. This is ending that major cycle. This is stepping into new you. What did I say? A whole new you is happening. A whole new you. A whole new way of looking at life. Systems, everything. I mean, I'm not feeling anything specifically just yet to do with kind of family, romance, work, property. This is very spiritual. This is very, if anything, this is emotions, how your spiritual journey and way has been affecting you emotionally. We'll see if anything else comes up, but I'm feeling very, very like 12th house here. Let's go into 5 of Water, please. You are really stepping in. You're manifesting this. You've worked really, really, really hard. It's coming for you. It's coming from you. Brand new beginning, and it's exciting. You're stepping into that portal, and all that's coming your way is delight. This is what you've got to look forward to, okay? It's coming. I know. There might still be a little bit of a delay, but believe in the impossible. It is happening for you. Five of water. Why is a five of water here, please? Why is a five of water here, please? I mean, really, High Priestess, I keep mentioning it. Spirituality, intuition. This is your dreams again becoming quite strong. Paying attention to that. The thing is, it might be that things are not sort of feel a bit sort of hidden from you. We've got, oh my God, we've got the Magician again, and we've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, right. So it feels like you are starting to see those regrets, those disappointments that you've experienced in your life, those things that are giving you heartbreak, pain and suffering. You are stepping out of it because you're starting to intuitively understand how that has actually served you to the place where you are now. You're starting to see things clearly. And with that comes this, your intuition is going to become much stronger. I feel like also your psychic abilities are going to be becoming much stronger, and you're going to be starting to step into your power. And yes, she could represent one's work-related energy of that kind of go-getting spirit, and yes, I can do this. But fire is all about spirit. It's all about passion. You're stepping into that. You are manifesting it. You've got the Magician twice. I mean, need I say more? Right, so you are really taking charge of, you are letting go. I mean, eclipses, the full moon eclipse is all about major release and big change, and that is going to mark this massive new change for you. Why is the Ace of Water here, please? Why is the Ace of Water here, please? Why is the Ace of Water here, please? Four of Cups and the Moon. Right, it's so funny. The Moon card keeps popping up. It came up a lot in the previous reading as well. And of course it would. It's the eclipse. Okay, so the Four of Cups, you are ready to take that fourth cup, where you have where you have been feeling like you have been waiting for your ships to come, and you've been waiting. You've perhaps been feeling a bit bored, bit stagnant as well, like I've done all the work and things aren't happening and this Ace of Water is you taking that fourth cup. That fourth cup is a portal. That's the prize of all the hard work that you've done. That's been offered by Spirit, offered by the heavens to give to you, and you're taking that. You are saying, thank you very much, I finally see it. Whereas before, when we get stuck in old systems and old patterns, we can't always see that fourth cup that's being offered to us. And we have our 3 full cups on the ground. And we're like, yeah, no, that's cool. But we don't feel kind of moved or motivated. This is you taking that fourth cup, okay? Let's see what else is happening with the Moon card here, because I don't want to... Let's see. What else do we have for the Ace of Water, please? Ace of Water. What else do we have for the Ace of Water, please? This is a very emotionally driven Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands. So you see, you really are stepping into the next stage. Now, obviously, the two areas I'm feeling for you the biggest ones really is your spiritual aspect. And when I say spiritual, if you don't identify with being spiritual, it is how you see yourself, how you see others. It is your ethics, your morals, or how you see the world, your motivation, your fire in your belly, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's what I mean by spiritual. If you don't really sort of tap into that too much, but I feel like you probably do if you pick this reading. What's coming up over here is that this brand new beginning is happening for you. You're taking that cup, right? You're like happily taking that cup. But then things are not as they seem. So there's something that's still slightly hidden. So you're taking that cup without actually realizing where it's going to go. So you're saying, okay, fine, yes, I'll step into that portal. I'll take the next step. I'm ready for it. I'm going to dance with life. I'm going to stop analyzing and go with the flow. And when you do that, what you need to do is just to take it slow and steady. Slow and steady wins a race, okay? This is the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be an offer of love coming from a Knight of Pentacles. So it could be an earth type sign, someone who's very steadfast, slow and steady, very, very loyal. The only Knight I really trust, because he does things with a lot of thought and consideration, and he stays a distance. So it could be love that's being offered to you from this man over here. He might be a bit slow at the uptake as well. This is a very slow energy here. And then the Two of Wands stepping into the new zone. So it could either be that this Ace of Cups is a new love coming in, okay? And if it's a new love, then it's going to take you by surprise. You're not going to see it coming. And when it does come, this person is going to explain that he's wanted to do this for a very, very long time. He's slow and methodical, okay? He likes to know, he doesn't like to take risks. He's not that kind of a fly-by-night, you know? He's very loyal. I like this guy. So if it's a romance, and in terms of a new beginning, you're stepping into a new situation with him, okay? And if it's not a romantic situation, it's going to be this rejuvenated energy, and you're going to be taking slow and steady steps, and you're taking it onto the next stage. It's not that you've got a crossroads. This has multiple meanings. It could be a crossroads, but I feel like you've gone from the Ace of Wands, and you're taking to the Two of Wands here. So you're taking the next step of spirituality, and with it you might even find yourself in a new partnership. Obviously Knights could be male or female, gender doesn't really matter, but the Knight is all slow and steady. He's loyal, he's loving, he's careful, he's considerate. Then what do we have for the Ten of Fire, please? Thank you. Two of Swords, so maybe there's a decision that needs to be made. Okay, what else do we have, please? Thank you. The Empress, Major Arcana. So we've got some creativity, nurturing, birthing new ideas. This could even be a pregnancy if this is the Knight coming into your situation and you're female. Quite promising there. Right, what else do we have? Maybe, this might only be for some of you, but it could be an unexpected pregnancy here. Okay, what else do we have, please? Thank you. Oh, and then all of a sudden things move fast. Eight of Wands and the Hierophant. Okay, so it looks... just to pick up on the whole pregnancy vibe, only because it seems a little bit pretty strong over here. If you end up meeting someone very quickly and all of a sudden getting pregnant, sort of not by accident or by mistake, but you weren't expecting it, it wasn't part of the deal, then things are going to start happening fast, and I potentially see marriage on the tables like super quick. And that's where you feel a bit like, oh my god, what do I do? Do I keep it? Do I not? That sort of thing. For others of you out there, so this would then be the majority of you, there is something that's coming in order to take on this new, in order to receive this fourth cup of love that's being offered to you. And this is either through a romantic partnership, or it's through the next stage of receiving the next level of your spiritual path and journey. You are going to you're going to want to take that, but you do have a little bit of unfinished business that you need to take care of, and that unfinished business is going to you're going to feel a bit torn, because all of a sudden it's like you've been moved into this, I want to feel like this is where I'm going, I'm happy, this is happening for me. Magician is here, Judgment is here, everything is kind of flowing in my favor, it's delightful, it's great. And then you've got this brand new like boost of excitement and emotional fulfillment, and then you're like, oh, hang on a second, I haven't quite finished all my business previously. So there might be a bit of residue that you need to deal with, a little bit of last real kind of doing some more dancing with life, and juggling. I see like maybe this is to do in the workplace, maybe, I don't know why this is coming up, but it could be that you are taking changing your work into more of a kind of a creative venture, or more of a sort of a spiritual pathway, and it's a whole new thing for you. So, and you might feel a bit sort of torn to do so, but the Empress is here to tell you, yes, you can create anything you want to, because you stepped into that portal. Things are now falling into the place, and the eclipse has made it so. And once you step into that energy, things are go, go, go. And the other reason I say marriage or spirituality, we've got the Hierophant card here. So of course, yes, you could be dealing with a Taurus, but as I said, I don't really like to focus on the zodiac signs, because I find it throws people off quite a lot. But I see like you're whizzing through that. So if it's not some sort of legal arrangement that you have with the Empress over here, as a result of this, oh God, what do I do? This stalemate situation, you will get through it. It's going to happen really, really fast for you, and you're suddenly stepping into this Hierophant energy here. Okay, this new spiritual quest. It is very, very, very exciting. So we'll take one more card for you. We'll get an angel card for you just to close up this reading. Let's see. I mean, this is really exciting. You've done the work. You've done the work, and now you can really start to reap the rewards and start to take a step into the unknown and be a magician, a master magician, and start mastering the skills that you've been developing so far. And it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. It's a new lease of life. Thank you. We'll take this one because it jumped out first. Organize for success. Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it is simply a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, what did I say? Your reports, your living and your workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action steps. Okay, so that's where I feel like this unfinished business still needs to be taken care of. Okay, you do need to go back onto put everything in order. Now that you're on the right tracks, you can kind of go, okay, now I know where I'm going. I feel like I'm being drawn somewhere, and now you're able to take that next step and sort out all your affairs. And it's going to happen much quicker than you realize. All you need to do is just start it, and it'll just zoom by. Okay, because we've got this zoomy card here with the Hierophants and organizations and doing things the right way, ethically way. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if it resonated, fantastic. Please do like, subscribe, and comment below. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Moving on to group number 3, those who chose Lapis Lazuli. This is your reading. Now, Lapis Lazuli is usually for the throat chakra of expression, creativity. I'll pop you over there. Let's see what your reading is. We'll start off with Sacred Destiny. See what your overall energy for this full moon eclipse in Capricorn for you. What is your full moon? What major beginnings, what can you expect for the full moon in Capricorn eclipse on the 4th, 5th July? What's happening for group number 1? Group number 3, please. Thank you. Truth. Truth seeker. We've got truth coming up, okay? Seeking the truth, finding out the truth, seeing things for they truly are. I did feel like doing another one. Let's just have another one. Can we have another one, please, for group number 3? Just one more, please. It's too many. Just one more, please. For group number 3. Just one more, please, for group number 3. Thank you. Stillness. Okay. Beautiful. Truth and stillness. Perhaps you start to see the truth when you do a bit more meditation. Start stilling, finding balance and peace with everything. Moonology. Let's see what Moonology has to say for you. What advice do we have for our group number 3, please? Thank you. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Okay. So I feel that perhaps you have been a little bit impatient recently. Feeling like you really need to make a decision, that you really need to make something happen. And it's saying, no, just slow down, seek out the truth. Any decision that you make can be changed. And you don't have to make a decision immediately. Things will come. You don't have to rush. Everything in divine guidance, you know, divine timing. Can we have a card? Thank you. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And you can only really find that out once you have stillness and start to see the truth in a situation. Express your truth as well. Let us get... I'm going to starseed card for you. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So that's why they say nothing is set in stone. Okay, so there might be an element, I'm feeling immediately that there is a lot of things bubbling beneath the surface. You're feeling really kind of agitated, frustrated, impatient, having a few ideas, not knowing which one to go to. You feel like it feels like you're drawn to make a major change in your life, and that's what the eclipse is bringing you, that real kind of, I need to make this happen, but with that comes the confusion, because you're frustrated because you quite not know which way to go. And you're a bit worried that if you take this pathway, you might not be able to, what if you make the wrong decision and now you're stuck with that, so you're frustrated with that. But what if you do this option over here, and what if that fucks up and you can't move forward over there? And you start to kind of really, I feel like you really do have some splintered energies over here. Okay, so there are things that are really out of balance, and that's why stillness is coming in and seeking the truth. And this guidance here about nothing is yet set in stone. Firstly, you can make a choice, you can do something, you can change it. It's not forever. Life is change consistently anyway. Life is change. That's what life is. It's continual change. But you really, nothing is set in stone, so you can change it. You also don't have to make a decision immediately. And then this thing about here, fated versus destiny life, okay? Right, there is a soul plan. You are following your plan, and it's divinely guided. What you need to do, what you feel drawn and pulled to do, it's going to happen anyway. You might have a bit of a detoured way to get there. Whichever way you go, you're still going to get there. You're going to make your mark on the world. You're going to make a difference. You don't need to worry and be too frustrated. You need to find some balance and some stillness, and to seek your inner truth. Because there's no point in changing your exterior world unless you take a nice, soft and gentle, even a glance at your internal world, okay? You're not on a time, you don't have to rush. You can just slow down. Let us see, actually, good tarot. We'll get 3 cards for me here, please. Time to slow down. Okay, you're going to really be feeling really kind of antsy over the eclipse. But once that strong energy is over, you can take a moment to just breathe and know that things will happen in the right time. So what do we have for Lapis Lazuli? Thank you. Number 3. Oh, that's Oh, that's 5 cards. 5 cards. Well, I was only going to do 3, but let's see what we have. 3 of air. Okay, so there's been some heartbreak, some sadness, some pain and suffering. 8 of air, feeling trapped, not knowing how to move forward. I have to move this over here actually for so many cards. Some good news coming in that's going to help with your either money affairs or property affairs. Something that's practical and earthbound. We've got another messenger here. So we've got the page and then we've got a messenger which is of air. So this would be the Knight of Swords traditionally. Okay, might be chaotic, but it's all coming to fruition. Things are becoming clear. And then look at this, 10 of water, right? This is a 10 of cups. So don't worry, things are all over the place. You are going to be feeling at the beginning of the eclipse, you might feel this real, I need more cards, but I feel like you are going to go through a bit of a roller coaster ride emotionally. The eclipse is a full moon, right? So full moons are all about releasing that which no longer serves. And because it's eclipse, it is extra powerful. So you are going to be really sitting, and we're in Cancer. We are in Cancer sign at the moment, so everything is emotional. Everything is driven, ruled by water. I would highly recommend you do some spiritual cleansing baths or anything to do with water. Thank your water before you drink it. Anything with water, just to start to cleanse yourself of this heartbreak that's coming up. Because I'm feeling you feel trapped, but it's all coming right. It is all coming right because you've got your fated versus your destiny line. Things are coming into balance. They are coming into balance. If you just sort of slow down. Let's see, 3 of air. Can you clarify the 3 of air, please? Why is the 3 of air here, please? Thank you. Look at that. 10 of Cups. So there's been some sadness with regards to feeling that you've lost out on your yes. So you reach a climax over the eclipse of this heartbreak and suffering of, it's like a past happy home environment. Okay, you're basically looking at the past and looking about how things were so beautiful and wonderful from the past, how maybe the kids were, everything seems to be so wonderful, and maybe you took it for granted, but that's all changed now. And this is what you are struggling with at the moment. You are upset and slightly heartbroken that the happiness from the past is it's from the past. Things have changed. Things are not the same. Things are different. But perhaps you're looking at this through rose-colored glasses as well. Because we've got new beginnings coming for you. Great change. New beginnings in terms of this great 10 of water, which is more powerful than this one. This one over here that you're feeling the kind of emotional energy from is from the past. It's gone. Okay, it's over, and it's beautiful to recognize and acknowledge it and love it, but it's time to say goodbye. It's time to let that go. 10 of air. We have the 10 of air, please. We have the 10 of air, please. Thank you. I mean 8 of air, should I say? There we go. 10 of wands. Okay, so you're definitely feeling stuck, like you've got extra burdens that you need to take care of. And but you're near the end. You're near the end of these extra burdens. It could be to do with work. Perhaps you've been working too hard, or not enough. You know, you don't feel like all you want to do is relax and go on holiday with your family, or do things where have the sense of so-called bliss that you had in the past. But you know, rose-colored glasses. Now the self-sabotage feeling, this kind of feeling of being trapped, is coming to an end because it's a 10. Okay, so 10s in numerology, 10 reduces down to a 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, which is a new beginning. So 10 is the ending of it, but you've got that final burden to do. And look, you've got the full moon there, okay? You've got that full moon eclipse that's happening over there, and you've got that last little stretch to do before you can start to really release yourself from the shackles and find your stillness again and start to realign your life. Thank you. There are beautiful. You've got the star card, okay? You've got the star card. So this is healing, deep inner healing. Think of the water over there with the Cancer and the emotions, okay? You need to do some spiritual dark baths. The star is all about having faith and hope for the future and deep, deep inner healing. This is beautiful. And then we've got the World card. So you're coming to the end of that cycle. You're starting to see if you can just give yourself a moment to breathe and have that stillness and find your stillness in your mental body and your emotional body. You will start to heal and you'll start to release this pain that you feel from a sense of loss from the past, a sense of happiness that you feel like you've lost from the past, okay? Then where you've been feeling like you've been trapped by feeling that way and thinking about that way all the time, you have got that, you will start to, you've got a little bit more work to do with regards to that. And this work is basically things like meditation, things like being kinder to yourself, things like maybe there's that last little burden or that stretch to do, and then you can do it. And then deep inner healing is coming in, major arcana, and with that comes the end of this cycle. Okay, and you'll be able to celebrate and look back. This major cycle, this major chapter in your life is coming to a close, and you'll be able to start to breathe and start to look again to the future and what new things you can create and plan and get excited for. So this is beautiful. Page of Earth. Why is the Page of Earth here, please? Can you clarify the Page of Earth, please? Knight of Cups. Oh la la. Who's this? Who's this? Is this a new love coming in, or rejuvenation of love? Something that comes in strong and heavy and emotionally driven. Our Pages of Earth are messengers as well. It could also be a child, but this is something that is helping you slow and steady on the physical plane. So if we talk about earth, we talk about land, we talk about property, we talk about money, we talk about security. And this is some good news coming in that's going to come in quite fast and quite excitedly. Right, what else do we have, please? What else? And this is where the balance, the things start to change. You start to see the light again. Oh my God, I've got the Page of Wands. So we've got the Page of Earth, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Air, the Knight of Swords. You've got news coming in. This is what the eclipse is bringing you good news. And this is good news to do with money and or career, job opportunity. It could be like a promotion or a different job opportunity that comes your way. And it's emotionally fueled. You feel delighted. It's exciting. Okay, we'll take those two. Okay, and then you might feel like you might not be able to take it on just yet, but I see you going solo. You starting to start something off by yourself now as well. So perhaps you get an opportunity that comes in whereby you have to balance two jobs. Okay, perhaps you're working in your current job at the moment, and on the side you're doing a hobby that you want to create into a new job. And I see you moving into that because we've got this independence that's going solo, and she's got the confidence, she's got the resources, and she's got the foresight with the Falcon to actually do it. So this is exciting. You've got a brand new start coming, and it's being offered to you. It's being given to you. It's not like it's something perhaps that you've had in the background a bit, but it's an offering coming in, and that's it. Very exciting. Messenger of Air. Why is the Messenger of Air here, please? Why is the Messenger of Air here, please? Take those two because they're fell out. What did I say? Ace of Wands, new beginning here, and then we've got the Hermit card. Okay. So there seems to be some information coming in. So this could be communications, emails, phone calls, letters. Something is coming in communication-wise, right? That is this offering of this Ace this Ace of Wands. So this is a brand new beginning. So where you've been feeling like you've perhaps been spending too much reliving the past and feeling a little bit hung up on that and frustrated and needing to make something happen, we've got this brand new beginning. You have this idea or this project, and there's someone who's coming in that's going to help you to make this happen. Okay, you've got people coming in to help you, and then you're going to spend a bit of time starting to look at all the ins and outs, starting to really kind of really figure out for yourself, is this the pathway I want to take? It's really positive. I would say go for it. I would say absolutely go for it. If this is going to give you, this has longevity to it, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is all about that. So spend some time. You're going to, it might come in very, very fast as well with being at the messenger of air. But I feel like you're suddenly going to get this rush and like, oh yeah, I must do this, I must do this. But also it's a good idea just to kind of, before you commit to any projects, just spend a bit of time making sure that you don't just swap one crazy, hectic working situation for another. You need a little time to breathe, first of all, a little time to just have a bit of stillness and meditate and really think, does this really serve me? Am I just replacing one for another, or is this a brand new beginning that's going to change everything? And also, if there's something to do with contracts needing to be signed, wait until after Mercury retrograde. I would highly recommend. I don't know if it's like the 21st of July or something like that. It's later in July. Mercury will then go direct. So see, if there is any paperwork or legal forms that you need to complete, try and wait till after that, just in case there are hiccups, especially with this, because this guy who's coming in before then, who would be coming in before then, it could be that perhaps you need a little bit more information as well. So whatever communication is coming in, make sure you check it and recheck it, okay? Don't take it for face value because of the Mercury retrograde. Let's go to 10 of Water, please. 10 of Water. Thank you. Oh, major change. We've got the Death card, major arcana here. So something is majorly changing for you. So where you've been feeling stuck and sad, you see it's the same card. Those two are the same cards, right? 10 of Cups, 10 of Water, same card over there. But this was under the sadness card over here, right? Being sad about this, the old way of being, the old way looking through rose-colored glasses, and then we return back to the 10 of Cups, but this is on a whole new level, and this is a change for the good. This is, you haven't felt this in a while. That's why you keep returning to the past. So let's see, anything else for the 10 of Water, please? It's a major new shift, and I think it does also come with this new beginning to do with work, but it's not just this new beginning with work, it's emotionally fulfilling. This is happiness on every scale. This is like emotional abundance, this is financial abundance, this is prosperity, this is health, all those sorts of things. 10 of Swords. Do you see where you've been feeling at that loss and that pain of that 3 of air? Now the 3 of air in the Gilded Tarot, it's it depicted of a heart with 3 swords through it, that real heartbreak, okay? And that's where you start off the eclipse. That's how you have been feeling, this like sense of loss and suffering for things that are now changed, have changed. You're now stepping into you're changing this, where you've been feeling at that loss, that pain and suffering, even backstabbing or betrayal, okay? There's a major change happening. This change, this happiness, because it's anchored by that, okay? This happiness for you is a major shift and change to how you've been feeling. Anything else, please? Anything else, please? Anything else, please? You are no longer going to be feeling that. That is what the eclipse is going to be bringing to you. I mean, obviously not forever. Things do change and develop and grow. But this eclipse is bringing this moment for you to stop and reconcile. Not like a reconciliation with somebody else, but I'm thinking like your accounts. You know, when you reconcile your accounts and you balance it all up, you need to balance up your mental body and your emotional body, because you need to realign your life over there. Okay, you need to realign where things have shifted and splintered out of balance, and find that stillness, because when you do, you've got the truth, because nothing is set in stone. Everything is changeable, and things are changing for you, which is beautiful. Anything else, please, for the 10 of... Oh, it's 2. I'll take this. Oh, 3. Okay, yes. So, it all comes together. So, all of these things that you've been feeling, all right? We also had the 8 of air up at the top over here. Is the same as this card here. The self-sabotage, kind of feeling a bit trapped, not knowing where to go, stuck in the mental body there, okay? This happiness that you are getting for you is because a major change and shift, right? So everywhere where you've been feeling loss, stabbed in the back, suffering, like you can't go on. It's a 10, so it's the end, right? Just like this is a 10. It's reached the end of that cycle. This feeling left out in the cold, this feeling kind of broke, unable, financially unstable, not sure where money is coming in, feeling trapped because of that, been delays with communications and money coming in, all these sorts of delays and bad luck that's been happening for you. That's what death is doing. Death is coming in, spirit is coming in, death is a major arcana. Death is coming in saying, enough. That's all changing, okay? Because now this is what's happening. We've got the 10 of water coming back into play. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is very exciting. So it will be quite emotionally draining for you in the beginning. When we have the eclipse, you're going to be feeling all that energy. You're going to be stuck in that vibe. Highly recommend you the spiritual baths. Anything to do with water to cleanse yourself. Try and remember that you're not running out of time. Anything, what is meant to happen for you, the destiny it will be coming in. And if you can just find the stillness within yourself and the kindness within yourself, you will start to see the truth and start to realign things. Okay, let's see what angel card we have, please, for group number 3. Okay, moonlighting. This card came up with group number 1, I think, as well. Strange, out of the whole deck. Okay, moonlighting. So it says here, you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So remember what I was saying about you might be juggling 2 things, keeping one while you juggle the other one, but then you can start the new. So again, this is coming up very, very favorable for you. I know you might be itching to do it and frustrated because you don't feel like you are reaping the rewards of success or any sort of happy lifestyle at the moment of the eclipse. It's all changing for you, and you can start to shift things into that which you're really excited about and passionate about. But stop worrying about it and stop rushing. There's no need to rush, okay? Just as long as you can try and give yourself a little bit more self-love and slow down, things will then fall into place, okay? You don't need to rush. It's not a race. Anyway, so that's your reading, group number 3. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please do like, subscribe, comment below, and click the notification button as well if you like. And thank you for joining me, and I wish you all the best and take care. Much love and light. Bye.